Hello everybody, I'm Alessandro Arzeni and we are in Sardinia, Italy, in the so-called Saume Sorcu Giant's Tomb. This tomb was built in the Bronze Age of the Sardinian prehistory around 1500–1400 BC. This tomb is made with basaltic rock and is located in the central Sardinia, between the region called Tragenta and the region called Campidano. As you can see, it's very similar to the British Lombards, but it's different in many ways. First of all, the general shape of the grave is of a bull's head. This part, with the entrance, can be considered the horns of the animal. The chamber can be interpreted as the nose. Probably the shape of a bull's head was made on purpose by the Nuragics because the bull was the main animal at the time in Sardinia. There were no bears, no lions, no wolves, etc. The archaeologists have interpreted this shape as some kind of reference to this divinity. Speaking of the way this grave is built, we know two stylistic ways of building. First one is this, and the grave is made with layers of stone. There are different levels made with the same rock, the same stone. The second kind of this building is the so-called centered stele. Stele is shaped and sculpted with the shape of an A letter. The meaning is unknown. On the bottom of the stele there is a tiny hole, and that is the main entrance. As you can see, for entering the tomb, you have to bend the knee. The tomb is very long, and in this case, it's possible to walk easily inside. But it is not always like this. Some giants' tombs in Sardinia are very short in height. As you can see, the rocks are very big. They weigh several tons, and it's kind of surprising how these prehistoric people managed to build this kind of structure. As we know today, for what the archaeologists have discovered, the giant tomb was of course not made as a tomb for giant people. The long chamber was used as a grave for many people. This narrow passage is the only way in. The corpses were brought inside by this way, and the long chamber was used for multiple burials. This is the last part of the grave. that can end with a rectangular shape or a semicircular shape. The light comes from a hole made in the later time. The corridor once was completed and the chamber was in the total darkness. The walls on the sides go high and they close, giving the shape of the inside of a boat. What kind of rituals were made in these graves? Probably we'll never know it. Outside, we know from the shards of pottery that they make offerings to the god, to the dead, offered also food and young animals, and there were also fires burning outside. But in specific, what they did inside these graves, probably we will never know it. What we know is that inside these chambers, inside these graves, were buried people. What kind of people? Some archaeologists say commoners, all the population. Other archaeologists say that only the elite, the highest people, probably the chiefs, were buried inside these graves. This is the most logical hypothesis. Probably we will never know the complexity of the rituals they used to do in these graves. But these answers we will given by the archaeological research that will follow in the next years. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Alessandro Azzeni and that's all from Sardinia, Italy. Goodbye.